Hey guys, Spencer Coffman here with the Internet Hustler YouTube channel. Today we are talking about employer-provided retirement accounts. Hello and welcome to the Internet Hustler YouTube channel. My name is Spencer Coffman. Today we are talking about retirement accounts that are provided by your employer. So if you work somewhere and your employer has a sponsored retirement plan or retirement account, generally that is known as a 401k. You can also get IRAs, which are individual retirement accounts. There are two types, Roth and traditional. We have another video about IRAs or Roth IRAs specifically that you should check out. In addition, if you work for like a nonprofit company or other tax-favored companies, it might be a 403B plan. In addition, if you have a smaller company or you're self-employed, there are a few different types of retirement plans there, like a SEP, which is self-employed plan, or others that like Q's, or with a K, Q plan, like Hugh, but with a K. And then there are a couple other odd names that are for specific instances or smaller companies or self-employed individuals that they can get these other plans because they may not qualify for things like a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA or a 401k or 403b. It's all just different codes, and that's how these things get their names. So if you're working somewhere and you have access to some form of retirement plan or retirement account through your employer, you should be taking advantage of it, especially if you have an employer match. And so that's really the key. If you have an employer match, you need to be taking advantage of it, at least funding up through the match, because that's free money. So typically, if you have an employer, pretty much the only way you're going to have an employer match is if you work at a larger company. So if you have one of the bigger jobs at the well-known household name companies, Walmart, T-Mobile, Best Buy, all of those places, Menards, all of that. If you have any of those types of jobs, you probably have this bigger retirement option. If you work at a smaller company, a mom and pop, they might have something available for you as well. Those types of companies typically are going to have a 401k, and that's what they're going to say with their retirement savings account, and how they invest in that is usually going to be in the form of an individual retirement account or an IRA. And so if they say we will match 100% of your contributions up to 3%, and then we'll match 50% up to 5%. What does that mean? It's all confusing. What it means is that they will match 4%. So you need to contribute 5% of your earnings, and then they will match 4% because it's 100% up to 3%. So they're giving you 3%. Plus 50% up to 5, which is another 1%, because it's 50 and 50 to get to 5, and then that would mean 4% total. So if you have any questions about that with your specific employer, you're welcome to comment below, but you should probably go to your HR office and really talk to them about it. And nowadays, that is increasingly difficult because most companies have like eliminated HR because they don't want to pay them, and because they think that their employees can figure it out, and they also want to save money by not having to do all of that stuff, benefits, contributions, etc. But be the stick in the mud, be that thorn in their side, and say, no, I'm working here, this is part of my benefits for giving you my time. I want to know what I'm doing with my money. I want to contribute, I want to get the free money, and I want to make sure it's being put into the proper accounts. So be that thorn in their side until they get it right. Yes, it may take you a long time. You may have to deal with a lot of idiots that you send in a ticket and an email, and they might reply with stupid generic answers, but press them, keep on them, be nice, and press them, keep going, and it will get solved. If you got to call them up every single day, mail them an email, send them a letter, whatever the case is, keep on them. So you should be funding that account up through the match. Now here's what's going to happen. Let's say, for very, very simple stuff, let's say that they contribute a 5% match, okay? So maybe it's 100% to 3% and 50% to 6% or 7% or something, and it totals 5. Let's just say it's 5%. Let's say it's real simple. So they contribute 5%. So you're putting in a portion of your paycheck and they are matching it up to 5%. Their money is going to go into your retirement account. It's going to go into an individual retirement account, a Roth IRA. You can designate how that money goes. If you want it in certain types of mutual funds, bonds, they're going to have some type of a plan, and they can either manage it for you, and they'll say based on your age, you should be in this category, based on your risk tolerance, this category, or you can say, nope, I want to put it in certain funds myself, and you can do that. Based on your knowledge, it's up to you. Generally, it's easier just to have them do it and then leave it be. Now, your contribution, okay, their 5% has to go into a traditional IRA or something like that. Your contribution should be going into a Roth IRA. That way you're paying taxes first, and then that money is going to grow tax-free, and you can take it out tax-free later on. Their money, since they're not going to pay taxes for you, it's going into a traditional, and then you'll pay taxes when you take it out later. You have no choice on that. So do that. Then, this is very important. If you ever quit your employer or you ever get a different job, always take your money with you. Why? Well, because it's a lot easier to communicate with someone. If you're no longer working at a place, it's hard to talk to them. You might lose your access to the online portal. You're not at the office every day. You don't have the ability to go there. You might not have your key card to swipe in anymore. So if you ever transfer a job, always roll over your 401k to the next employer and then just keep building it. If they don't have one, try to roll it over somewhere privately, and then obviously you can keep contributing to that Roth IRA yourself. But the main thing is, if you have an employer-sponsored investment account or retirement account of some type, and they are going to give you free money, you must contribute up to that amount. Even if you say, well, I can't afford to do that. Well, you really can't afford not to do it, because do you want to be broke when you're 70, or do you want to be a millionaire? If the answer is broke, then you're probably not someone who's going to watch this video anyway. So if you've made it this far, you probably want to be a millionaire, which means you should be contributing as much as possible. So if the max is 10%, they'll give you an additional 5%. Contribute 10%. Make sure you're funding your Roth IRA to the max, $6,000 a year at the point in this video. It might be $7,000 for you, it could be $5,500 depending on your status. And then make sure that you're getting the maximum that they will give you as well in the traditional IRA. If you ever quit your job, roll it over somewhere else and keep going. And then if you need other forms of investment, we'll have another card on how you should invest and where you should invest right here. So make sure to check that out as well. Again, I'm not your financial advisor, so all of these are simply suggestions and really opinions for you, and you can take and use them if you like and do what you like, but do your own research. We encourage you to do that and speak with other people. You could share this video with them, get their opinion, and maybe even change their world and give them a better financial education as well. So if you have any questions, please comment below. Also, feel free to hit the like button and the subscribe button on this video to stay tuned to future videos. Until next time.